Good morning. Found out this morning the hard way that I took the wrong exit coming in. Looks like I'm running late today. Right now we're passing by the local Topgolf that was just recently put up. Looks really cool, but I've never been. Shout out to our UPS drivers delivering our packages on time. I appreciate you boys, love you all a lot. Look at that, flames on the truck. That's crazy. Hood is a local dairy company based in New England. It's very nostalgic seeing their trucks around these parts. I grew up eating their ice cream. Wow, look at that. A new building being put up right next to an old building. Isn't that cool? It's time to start the day, guys. Everyone have a good day. I'll talk to y'all soon, alright? Take it easy. Just finished up my lunch now. Just chilling for another minute or two, but I gotta go back inside for the job. Just kind of enjoying the view on this job site a little bit. It's kind of cool during the New England winter. It's just, all the trees are just dead, but you can kind of see farther than normally. Talk to you guys soon. Currently in a new house I'm roughing in right now. Fortunately, I can't show the house because I don't have permission to film in it, but I can show you at least a little bit of look on the outside. What's going on over here? Check out this crazy view. This is in the city of Boston. Look at that style of house. Isn't that crazy? But this is someone's backyard in Boston where the property is just insane. Covered in snow right now, but I'm sure once spring and summer hits, it's gonna look beautiful from back here. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. I'm a small creator. I'd appreciate it a lot. We're passing by the local supply house. What's up, boys? The old Brookline traffic never gets old until it does. Looks like we got a job inside the city today. Time to lock in and load up. Looks like we're working in the old New England Greek Orthodox Cathedral. But look at all these buildings and all the different types of architecture. Isn't that neat? You got old school, you got new school, new developments, just different stuff going on. It's very interesting to see. A lot of traffic going on too right now, but that's just part of working in the city. Not much you can really do to escape from it. Just gotta roll with the punches and flow with it. Can't be mad. Never be mad about the traffic. Just roll with it, boys. It's finally Friday. Let's finish up the week on a good note. Time to clock in and get this work done, you know? It's always a great feeling being stuck behind an oil truck. Well, at least I got an excuse on why I'm late to the job site for my boss. You can't really say much when I'm just stuck here, waiting. I may be working, but sometimes you just gotta enjoy the little things like the decent weather. The sun's shining and I'm here, I'm alive and I'm doing it. And that's what it is. That's what life is sometimes. You're just doing it, you know? Believe it or not, in the town of Brookline, they actually have wild turkeys that roam around. It's kind of funny because I know down south, especially in like Florida, they'll have like wild chickens and roosters, but in Brookline, we have turkeys. Yeah. Look, another flock of turkey, guys. What's up, boys? Gobble, gobble. What's going on, guys? Just picked up a little extra stock for the job. Gonna head over there, work it out, get my money, and head home for the day. Let's do this. Alrighty, I know for a lot of you, this is the part of the video you've been waiting for, and yeah, this is how you make serious money as an electrician. Side jobs. Now, I'm not gonna say legally I'm doing side jobs in my own time, but just know that a lot of electricians out there do side jobs. So for all legal purposes, this is not a side job. This is me working under all legal circumstances as an electrician.
But obviously, always make sure you guys keep the setting clean. It doesn't take much to keep the area clean. Just throw a couple of drop cloths down and a little bit of plastic wrap, and that helps 90% of it. The last 10% at the end of the job is just you sweeping up and maybe even hitting it with a vacuum and wiping it down with a little wet paper towel cloth, you know? It's not a lot, but it makes the job a lot cleaner and the customer a lot more happy. Today we're installing a new light fixture in the center of this bathroom. First, what we're going to do is we're going to take down the old fixture by taking out all the small parts in glass. Now here we are climbing up the ladder to now try and take down the fixture. As you guys can tell, it actually takes me a minute or two to really take down that fixture. There was no real set screws in it. In fact, all the set screws and set pieces were behind the actual lens of the fixture, so I had to get in there with my impact driver and take down all the small parts and pieces. This real bits and pieces type of light fixture. I'm a little bit not familiar with it, but it's a little bit more uncommon in today's world of electrical, but hey, we did it, and we're doing it right now. I had to fast forward this part, by the way, just because it took me a little bit of time to make sure I get everything done correctly and taking it down without damaging any sort of areas or walls behind it, you know? You gotta be careful when you're dealing with electrical, especially with pieces like this. Time is money in this line of work, but at the same time, slow is steady and steady is fast. Never forget that. So make sure you're doing everything the right way and as best you can. Alright everyone, we got the fixture down. Time to take it off the wall fully. Let's do this. It was a very small bathroom, by the way, so notice how the speed I'm moving when I get down off the ladder. You gotta be careful so you don't nick any of the walls or doors or anything around that. And don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe. It'd mean the world to me. I'm a small channel just trying to grow, so I appreciate all the support I can get. Thank you very much. It's time to take off the back bracket of the light fixture. All light fixtures come with usually some type of back bracket that you have to take off. Oh no. Look at that, the box is falling inside of the wall and it's not even grounded. This 2-hour job just turned into a 3-hour job. Let's do this. It's my job as a licensed electrician to make sure everything I work on is kept up to code, and that's only the minimum. What makes an alright electrician different from a great electrician is that a great electrician will go above and beyond above code. Code is just the minimum of requirements, but to make sure everything looks good and perfect and happy for the customer, it's up to you to make sure that everything is right with them and with the project. Something I learned very early on from a licensed electrician, they once told me that when you work, act like it's your own home. Now I know some people keep their homes as slobs, but as myself, I try and keep my home as a tight ship. I try and keep it clean, keep it organized, and keep it maintaining functionally. And that's how I roll, that's how my work is. I try and keep everything 100%, make it the best I can be, and be the best that I can be. And that's all you really can do sometimes, is just do your best. Alright guys, I drew the outline using the template they gave me for the light fixture. It's time to get to cutting. Sorry about the bad camera angle, by the way. Looks like I'll have to invest in some meta glasses sometime so I can give you guys the POV on what's going on. Alrighty guys, it's time for cutting. It's gonna get a little dusty in here. Everyone prepare yourselves. Oh, look at that, a ceiling shower. Fun. The tool that I'm using right now is what's called a multi-tool. You use it to cut drywall and also small pieces of wood. Notice how I'm not digging too deep into the ceiling with my multi-tool? That's because we don't know what's on the other side of that ceiling. I'd rather be safe than sorry when I'm making my cuts. I'm fine with taking an extra minute just to make sure I get the hole right, and I'm not nicking any wires that are up there. I recommend anyone ever cutting into the drywall that they wear a face mask, but quite frankly, I just don't care enough. Alrighty, time to get rid of this drywall ceiling. Let's see what's on the other side. Oh boy, strapping. What I'm doing right now is what we electricians call feeling up the solusi. I'm just joking. I'm checking to make sure there's no wires or any pipe on the other side of that piece of strapping. Alrighty guys, we got the sawzall out, double check it to make sure there's no wires on the other side of the strapping so I don't cut anything that's live. Time to get to cutting. Ceiling shower for you guys, enjoy. Alrighty everyone, we got our holes made, time to run the wire. Usually running the wire into a pre-existing box is never really this difficult, but since that box was already free-floating in that wall beforehand, this is where the job becomes sort of a nightmare, and it took me some extra time to try and get that wire secured and get that box set up and made up to code and beyond safe by grounding it, making sure everything's secured, covered, and then after that, making sure there's plaster over the holes I made. Look at that light fixture I installed, guys. Doesn't that thing look cool? The homeowner was nice enough to make me dinner tonight. Tonight we had chicken parm, but I was too busy working to really record the eating. Alright everyone, so we pretty much finished with this job. Take a look at the ceiling light. We added our own dimmer to it. It has its own dimming functions. That's what the homeowner requested. Everything's up to code, safe, and as you can tell, I am tired. It is dark out and I started when the sun was out. It was a tough one, but it wasn't the worst in the world. We did it. Overall pull today, 300 cash, 150 Venmo, cooked dinner, and some desserts. Call that not a half bad day. Later guys, have a good night. Sammy Hutt, I'm out. Peace.